doing? Oh, goodness. I am so behind in my own mind that Frankie's already lighting a cigar while we're live, and
And I'm out.
he's out of fuel. Guys, I apologize for starting late, but it doesn't matter because we've got somebody in the house. Paul, you think he's still driving. Let me get him on screen real quick. Sir, what are you doing?
Here I am. What am I
Yeah.
doing? I'm making my way from New Jersey to Pittsburgh.
I think you're getting a call.
Yeah.
I got rid of that.
There we go. Yeah, one more time with that. Where are you at right now?
Right now I'm in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania, which is just outside of Harrisburg.
Very
Just
nice.
walked
very
out
nice.
of a great shop called the Tobacco Company. They have one in Hershey, Pennsylvania by Hershey Park, and this one. Really nice.
Sounds nice to me. I got to get out there sometime and visit you. We do miss you on the West Coast, though.
Yeah,
I
miss the West Coast a lot.
I was going to say,
you know, as I mentioned in a post, I guess about a week ago, our collective decision is that I really need to spend more time covering the East Coast because there's so much of it, and I can't keep getting on a plane and leaving town.
No, I understand, but whenever you can come back, we'd love to see you. So don't feel like you don't have a home over here too.
Well, thank you.
We got a seat for you to smoke in and everything.
yeah, for those that don't know, Paul was our friendly neighborhood Micallef rep, but he has decided to stick to the East Coast for now. I don't know what that means for us. Probably Al might give us a call and say, "Hey, boys, I need you guys to start repping Micallef for us out on the West Coast," which, of course, we would be more than happy to do for him.
How is the what's going on as far as opening back up out there?
We're open right now. I mean, we're social distancing in the lounges, but both Cigars and More and Cigars and More 2 are open and operating, so can't complain.
Yeah.
I have to get out there and hang with you guys.
Absolutely.
I miss Cigars and More. I miss the crew. I miss it all.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're still smoking it up over here, so whenever you have a chance, you come on over. But how's the East Coast looking right now?
Count me in. So I don't know if you've heard everything that's new and exciting going on with Micallef, but there's actually some exciting stuff going on.
Yes, I that's why I wanted to bring you on. I heard about your guys' new passport program, and I want to see if you can give people some more insight onto what that entails. What you have to do, how do you get into it? The whole rundown.
Well, I'll do my best. Even though I'm not as cute as Amanda Micallef, but be that as it may. So the program, well, I got to hold this phone the right way. There we go. The program is called the Micallef Ambassador Program, and it is a journey that we want to all take together through the entire lineup of Micallef cigars. So the passport looks just like a real passport. It's that size and it has that look to it. And it's got a page for every cigar that we make. And it has descriptive information about the cigar, about the blend, about the tasting notes and all of that. And a place where you can add your own notes on each cigar as you try it. And of course, you add the band so that you remember what it looks like and which is which. All of which is nice. When you fill up your passport completely, you either meet up with one of us at a Micallef event and we stamp your passport just like immigration would do, or you send it in and we validate it, which is a very quick procedure. And once it's validated, you get a certificate of achievement for having worked your way through the whole passport and tried the entire line. And you get some goodies and rewards. And most importantly, you get into our series of drawings. And just so you know, what the drawings are going to be about is gift certificates to your favorite brick and mortar. So you get a shot at buying a bunch of actually whatever you want from your favorite shop. It doesn't have to be Micallef, although it needs to be a store that carries Micallef. And we will buy the gift certificate from the store owner and give it to the winner. And there will be multiple winners throughout the rest of this year. Um, Corporately, we have allocated over $10,000 to buy gift cards for winners of this program. So your odds are good if you smoke all the cigars and try them out. And if you finish all of them, you can start over again and be in the drawing multiple times. You can fill out as many passports as you want, as long as you keep smoking all the cigars. Oh man, I'm losing you. I can't hear you at all. Hopefully you guys hear me.
Can you hear us?
Sort of. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. I was gonna say, what gave you guys the idea of this passport program?
Well, we during the lockdown period, we had spent a lot of time and effort thinking about different things we could do to help our retailers along, our partners. And we did a lot also to help keep the ambassadors entertained. But one of the things that we came up with during that period of time was something that we call the Phoenix program, which is a way to help ease retailers back into being open and being in business without spending more money than they really have to. And part of that program was giving the retailer an incentive to carry as many of our blends as possible. And we thought, well, gee, how can we ask the retailer to go for as many blends as possible and not ask the smokers to go for as many blends as possible? So we needed to come up with a program that would provide you guys an incentive for trying as many different Micallefs as you can find. And that was the birth of the idea.
Now, I did see one caveat to the entire um, band thing. You have to have the new band for the cigar to be named. The original one will not work. Is that correct?
That is correct. We finally named the cigar, and the cigars are all ready. We're busily producing the boxes and bands and setting them all up. So we got to have the new one in the passport.
Fantastic, fantastic. And uh, what? Oh man, I don't know how to word the question right to help everybody out. But when will these be available, and where will they be available for people to get?
Okay, all Micallef retailers will have a bunch of passports to give out. We'll be sending them to everyone. They will physically be done a little later this week. There's also a downloadable version of it on our website, at micallefcigars.com. So you can download and print your own, although there's a lot of pages, so it's better to get a physical one. Of course, if you hang out with a Micallef sales rep, they can give you one, or if you go to an event, you can get one at the event.
Do you see a lot more events coming up now that things are hopefully starting to open up more places?
I think there's going to be a lot more events, but I think they're going to be different. Based on all of the people that I've been talking with that are in one phase or another of reopening, what they're finding is fewer people are coming to the store, but they're buying more when they come, and they are much more likely to grab and go, even if the lounge is open. That seems to be the new normal. But
Okay.
we'll see. I personally believe that there's a lot of pent-up demand to hang out in a nice place with good people and smoke good cigars. And, all of the back porch smoking in the world cannot replace that. You got to hang out with good people. And the way to do
Absolutely.
that is in a cigar lounge where there's always good people.
Very, very true. What are you smoking right now?
I'm smoking a Migdalia Corona Extra. That's the 6x46 version. Uh, I love this cigar. I love this size because it gives you that experience of a small ring gauge. 46 is pretty small. Kind of traditional and Cuban-ish, but also it's big enough to be a substantial cigar. It's not like smoking a petite Corona.
I'm
So
also smoking the
it kind
Migdalia.
of
I'm
it
doing
kind of gives me
the
everything.
6x52.
Ah, good choice.
And Mike, which one are
Good
you
choice.
smoking on?
I'm having the Sumatra right now. If I can get that on camera, let's see if that'll show up. Come on, focus band. There, close
Yes.
enough. But yeah, smoking very well right now. Very nice draw. Really nice flavors.
What I particularly like about the Sumatra is it's the least full-bodied of the Grande bowls, but it has that nice white pepper note that you get from Sumatra.
Oh yeah.
And I'll take as much of that as I can get.
They're smoking very well right now. And back to your point, real quick though, about cigars in the lounge. I mean, cigars are a social luxury. As much as I do enjoy a cigar by myself, I like to get to smoke with other people, and I like this aspect you guys added on top of the events of the ambassador passport. Now, how many pages are in there then? What's the total count on different cigars everyone needs to smoke in order?
16 blends.
16. Okay, I want to make sure I got that in my mind right now.
And
So
I'm proud to say, although anybody can get a nice rating here or there, the 16 blends that we make have all gotten in the 90s from pretty much every magazine that's rated us.
nice, very
That's
nice.
fantastic. Yeah, that's amazing.
Not a loser in the bunch.
So that'll take me about 3 days to fill it up. I think 3, maybe 4 days.
Yeah.
I'm going slowly.
Just real quick here in the comments, Chris has joined us. Says, "Hey guys, we have ambassador number 1770 here." Paul says they're great cigars. Matt is working over in Texas today. Tom is joining us from the gym. Kat is here. A few others here as well. Brian, Kevin, Cam, Buddy, all in the comments saying hello. Trina's over there in the background as well. Like you said, people can actually do this multiple times. It's not a one and done. So if they fill it up and they're still going with Micallef cigars, they can do another book and get another entry into the giveaway rounds, correct?
That is correct.
That's fantastic. And like you said,
by the way, just so you know, you don't have to be an ambassador to enter this program.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
We're an inclusive bunch. So even if you're not an ambassador, but you love Micallef cigars or you want to try them all, you don't know whether you love them or not yet, we want to help you along. And the passport program is a good way to sink your teeth in. And throughout all of our material about the passport program and in the passport program itself, there are constant reminders that if you're really into the Micallef cigars, it's a good idea to become an ambassador because the rewards are many and the fellowship is terrific.
I like that. Yeah.
So if you can touch on it, since you're no longer going to be in California, will we be getting another sales rep out here? Have you guys talked about that yet? Is Al going to give us a call and have us do it? Because I mean, like I said, we'd be fine with that. What are your guys' plans for California?
In the short run, there's a fella named Danny Vieira who is our inside sales manager, and he's going to be talking to all of the current accounts in California and making sure that they have what they need. But he won't be physically out in the territory. I would say we are looking to replace me out there, but we're not going to rush. There's an awful lot going on anyway, and we want to have just the right person. We will gleefully accept input from you guys if you have a suggestion. We're always interested in finding the right people. I am once again not hearing you. I don't know why I can't hear you. Oh, that's not working either. I'm on maximum volume. I don't know why I'm not hearing you well.
Are getting some weird staticness in this. I apologize. I don't know what's going on with that. It usually doesn't happen.
It's probably my fault, just on general principle. So there's something I want to hear about. I want to hear more about your diet program.
Of course. Basically, Mitch, Frankie here, and quite a few others have gotten together to give me 5 cigars after I beat them all in our weight loss challenge for the next month. So that's going to be really nice. Really appreciate that from those guys. But no.
Well, I'm rooting for you.
Appreciate it. And we're just see who can lose the most weight by July 15th. Frankie's got his stuff going on. I have my juicing thing I've been doing for a while. Everyone's kind of has their different route they're taking, so I'm excited to see which one pans out the best, and hopefully get us some slimmer cigar smokers by the end of this.
Well, I'll tell you. I think I mentioned to you that I've become a real fan of the keto diet. Since the last time I saw you guys out in California, I've lost 58 pounds on that.
Wow.
Which has all of its own problems. Like none of my clothes fit me anymore. And even though I'm working out like a fiend, I have so much extra skin hanging around. I feel like I need to stick a screwdriver into my belly button and tighten everything up.
Now, Miguel kind of hurt himself. He's been juicing for 2 months now. And, we just started this yesterday. It's a challenge between 11 of us. And the goal is to lose the most percentage of body weight within a month. So I think Miguel's already plateaued. So he's hurt himself. But if he wants to give me 5 cigars, that is fine with me.
Well, that's why I won't enter any of those contests. At this point, if I lost any more weight, I wouldn't be able to find myself.
Yeah, we still need to be able to see you on camera at the very least. But yeah, you're looking great, man. So you started the keto. Our buddy Isaac has done it. Can you give anyone a little tip though before, like anything that you would recommend that keeps you going?
Yeah, cook a lot of steaks. And always have some in the fridge. So whenever you get hungry, just eat a piece of steak.
Oof, that doesn't sound like a bad thing right there. So
no, it's not a bad thing at all. And you can throw it in a frying pan with eggs on it for breakfast, and you can throw it on a salad for lunch, and you can just throw it in your mouth for dinner. There's never a bad time to eat a steak.
That's true.
What is that?
So Trina went ahead and printed us out a copy of the passport, and
that's an awfully big passport, my friend.
Yeah, so that's what the printed version will look like. And you're right. It has a spot for every single cigar you guys make. It has all the information on the cigars, and then it gives you a place to put the date, the place, the occasion, and the notes on each cigar that you're tasting.
I like that. I love that.
And it goes through the whole line, the legacy line and the bold line. Yeah. Yeah, and there's space for the bands as well, so that's nice. And then, of course, it gives you a spot to put your ear information in it as well. So, yeah, I can't wait to get one in my hands, the smaller version of it. And see, and here we go. It has all the prizes as well in here.
Oh, nice.
So a grand prize is a trip for 2 to the headquarters in Texas, it says here. And enjoy cigars with the executive team. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and let me tell you, coming to corporate headquarters in Texas is actually a lot of fun. It's a great bunch of people, and it's more cigars in one place than you're likely to see on an average day. Plenty of good things to drink and smoke and eat, and you don't even have to go overseas. So the only passport you'll need is your Micallef passport.
I'm all right with that. I like that a lot. Now, you did mention that you'll be stamping it like immigration does. I am not going to allow a body check, though. I'll tell you right now, Paul. As much as I like the cigars, there's no full cavity search happening on me with this passport. Yes, that's correct, right? I don't have to worry about that?
Yes.
Okay. Whew. All right, good. But I love that you guys did this, because now it gives everyone, that incentive to branch out from your usual. Because maybe they've already tried Micallef, but they keep sticking with maybe the same 2. But try more of them, Experience the whole line so you can really find out maybe your palate is a little more adventurous than you thought beforehand. Maybe you haven't tried it at all, and it gives you a reason to, hey, go through the whole thing, see what you like for sure, and keep smoking.
Absolutely. And, experimenting and trying and expanding your palate, at least to me, is half the fun. The more different things you smoke, the more it's like a muscle. If you work the muscle, it gets bigger and better. And so I'm a fan of working it all the time. And as far as the incentives, hey, listen, if you guys are going to play with us and do the thing and try this tremendous array of cigars, we want to pay you back. We want to reward you.
Now, Mark is asking,
16 blends is a pretty substantial undertaking on your part.
Yeah.
So, we want to make it worth your while. Although just smoking those 16 cigars would kind of be worth your while because they all taste good.
Can't argue with that.
Sorry,
Yeah.
there's a drone flying over me.
So
I don't know why.
Mark is asking, are you guys going to be sending them out to ambassadors, or would they still need to go to the local brick and mortar to pick one up?
I honestly am not sure of the answer to that. I suspect that we will send them to the ambassadors since we know where you are. My guess is we'll be sending them out, but I can double check that and get back to you and let you know. I'm not positive.
Sounds good.
But at the very least, if you're not able to, because you guys have what now, somewhere in the neighborhood of like 5,000 ambassadors, they would still be able to pick one up at their local brick and mortar as long as they do carry Micallef.
Well, and frankly, we don't ever want to do anything that doesn't send a smoker to a store. We don't sell direct mail order, and we always want to be getting you all to return to your favorite shop.
I like that a lot.
If your favorite and your favorite shop does, I would have to say, a better job with Micallef than anybody else in California.
Well, we can't take all the credit for that. I think Trina does a pretty good job, but
Trina does a fantastic job. She's the best.
Yeah, if you are local to us, guys, if you are in California and you're in Kern County, right behind us, how many blends is sitting right there? Is that the whole lineup?
I think we have the entire lineup minus the new banded to be named cigars. We still have
Well,
the
nobody has that yet.
Yeah, I think that's the only one we're not hitting right now.
So if somebody says they've already filled theirs out, they're lying. There's no way they can do it just yet.
Oh,
There are two other new things coming down the pike at about the same time as the Micallef A, the former to be named, which I should mention to you all. Yeah, two of our most popular cigars, and they're actually both amongst my absolute favorites, are the two versions of the Herencia blend. That's the one that comes either with a Nicaraguan Habano wrapper or a Pennsylvania broadleaf Maduro wrapper. And for all of the years that cigar has been around, and it's been around a long time, that cigar was only available in a small box press torpedo. And at the end of July, both versions of that cigar will be available in a 6x54 Toro. And I personally can't wait because, torpedoes are great, but they're sort of a little bit of a specialty. And if you just want to commune with the Herencia blend, I think a Toro will be the great way to do it. Those three things, by the way, I don't know if I'm interrupting you or not because I can't really hear you, but those three cigars are the only new things that we're going to be doing this year.
Chris has a question here. Will there be a passport pack with all 16 cigars in it?
That is an excellent idea, which has not been discussed, but you can bet your booty it's going to be discussed now. I like that idea.
That's a great idea. That is a
in
fantastic
fact,
idea.
as soon as I'm off this show, I will be in touch with the authorities to posit that idea and give credit to the ambassadors for bringing it up.
yeah, that was 100% Chris's idea right there. I love that. I would love to see a bundle of all of them together, and maybe even a little stamp already for Micallef right there on top. Boom, the passport right there. And oh man,
Great idea. In fact, you could even package the passport in that with the 16 cigars. So you make one purchase, you're all set, you have your passport, you have all your cigars, then all you need to do is the fun part. Try them all and write what you think.
I like it. I like that a lot.
Yeah, not a bad idea at all. Paul, we don't want to keep you too long. Is there anything else that they need to know about the passport program?
No, I think that pretty much covers it. Let me think for a second. Nope, that's it.
Okay.
We tried to keep the barriers to entry as low as possible. So our real interest is in people trying all of the blends. The rest of it we want to keep as easy as possible so you get to just smoke your cigars and enjoy them, write what you want to write, and get your rewards.
Fantastic. Well, we'll let you go.
I have one more question before we let you go, actually. Since PCA isn't happening this year, will we see you over at TPE by any chance, maybe?
We will be at TPE. I'm not positive whether I personally will be at TPE. I would like to be, but I'm not sure. That's going to depend on what's happening on the East Coast at that time.
Of course.
Smart, yeah.
Totally understandable. Well, Paul, we thank you for your time.
With any luck at all, as it becomes safer to fly, I will be out your way because I have a grandson to look at. And I will definitely come up to Bakersfield and see you guys.
Fantastic.
Love that.
Fantastic. So we'll let you go so you can talk to everybody and work on that 16-pack passport cigar sampler. And I look forward to seeing who wins these first prizes.
Oh, heck yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks for having me on, guys. It was a pleasure to see you. And thanks, whoever's watching, thank you all for watching. And please remember the 3 rules. These are very important. Smoke often, smoke happy, and smoke Micallef. Those are my
Fantastic.
3 rules.
Fantastic.
Have a
Thank
great
you so
day,
much.
guys.
We'll see ya.
Take care.
All right. Okay, guys. So that was Paul Major. He was our local Micallef rep for California. As you guys heard, he's going to be sticking on the East Coast now, so they'll be looking for a new rep out here. If you guys know anybody you think would make a good fit for them, make sure you guys pass that along to Micallef. You know, they're very active on social media. You can always give your local rep a call and let them know who you might think might be a good fit for that.
Yeah. Brian's saying $240 for 16 cigars. I'm not sure on the price point, honestly, of what it would be.
It would be different wherever you're at.
Yeah, honestly, it would depend on state, shop you're in. Heck, if you go, like we were just in Vegas, you're on the Strip, you're going to be paying almost 3 times as much as you are if you're over at Cigar Outlet.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on where you're at, where you're buying from. And that really depends on what Micallef wants to sell them at. Because it depends on what size, I guess, they would put each one in there. I'm sure they would try to make it a little more uniform so it's easier to ship,
Right.
easier to display. But again, that's all literally just an idea that came up right now. So big thanks to Chris for that, because I would love to see that myself personally.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll make one for myself if I have to. Then boom, just wrap some paper around it.
Now, for those of you that have smoked Micallef, because I know there's a few of you in the comments that you haven't smoked it yet, which one has been your favorite and why? And if you guys want to let us know how many of the blends you've smoked, let us know. I don't think there's been one that I have not yet smoked from theirs, excluding the new banded to be named cigars.
That is tough. I think I've only had about half, if I'm counting them all up, because I keep going back to the Riata.
Mm-hmm.
That's more on me. I just really like it. So it's like, oh, I already know I really like this one.
Yeah.
But that's why a program like this is kind of cool, because it gives you a little more incentive to kind of go out of your comfort zone and try something new. And maybe it's not your favorite. Maybe it doesn't beat out one that you already really care for. But at least now you've tried it, so you know for sure. Or heck, maybe you find one that all of a sudden blows away whatever else you thought was your favorite before. Now you got a new number one. Can't argue with that either.
Yeah, and Brian says he has not had one yet. Brian, now would be a great time to call Trina. She is waiting by the phone to take orders. She has pen and paper in hand, credit card reader ready to go. So just give her a call, and she'll hook you up with whichever ones that you want. And I don't know if you can see them, but they're right there.
Right there, and a little bit below too.
And down there. The bold line is down there. Legacy line is these 2 shelves right there. So, and then we also have the samplers too at the very bottom. I believe so. What? We have one of the smaller samplers left. Ooh. So another good way to get a few of them in if you guys want to do that as well.
Very nice, yeah. She also has winning lottery numbers, but that's only for Hawaii, I believe. So you got to get those real quick. Go get your tickets. But that's neither here nor there. Just call her for that. Besides that, I got to say, we do have a lot of Micallef right there. So if there's something in particular, before they have, like I said, 16 in their lineup. So there's a little something for everybody out there. If you want something that's a little more on the mild side and smooth, they got you covered. A little more bold, literally in the title, the bold line. And then the Legacy is where I got my first start, because that's, I think, what everybody did.
Yeah.
And it was just, it's really phenomenal stuff.
Yeah, that bold comes in the Lajero, the Sumatra. The other 2 I'm going to forget. I don't know.
we might have to cut early because
Yeah.
this is just freezing too much. I apologize, guys, but maybe we'll hop on a little later tonight. Maybe we can get a. I think the mobile was working, but that was last week, so
Yeah.
I don't even know if that would really help out. Yeah, I apologize, guys, but we won't leave you high and dry. We'll be back tomorrow morning.
Absolutely.
We still have the podcast this week on Thursday, and of course the Saturday show. So you'll get tired of us anyways. Thank you all who's checked in for the weight loss challenge. I look forward to all my cigars. And other than that, Frankie, you want to?
So sure you're winning that thing.
Oh, I'm 100% sure.
Thank you.
I already got 5 miles in today. What do you call
That's
it?
adorable.
Yeah.
But yeah, so guys, we're gonna cut it early today. We'll be back with you guys tomorrow morning, and we'll give you guys some updates on our weight loss challenge.
Yeah.